Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make some really healthy, tasting protein bars. Now, we all know how protein bars can be so expensive in the supermarkets, so this is a really cool, natural way of making your own bars and then being so delicious. We're going to make cookies and cream protein bars today. Now, the first thing you need to do, because you're going to be using your hands, is wash your hands. Now, I've just washed and sanitized and dried mine, so they're good to go. Now, we're going to mix our dry ingredients together first. What I'm using here is cookies and cream flavored Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Whey. Alright, you're going to need about 8 scoops of that, and that's approximately 240 grams. Also, you'll be using your other dry ingredients will be a cup of quick oats. Don't use regular oats, use your quick oats. So we'll pour those in. Some carb sauce, another carb sauce, which is a little bit naughty, but it's going to make these super delicious and kind of still healthy. We're going to use some chopped up Oreo cookies. Come on guys, we want these protein bars to be delicious. It's going to be approximately 8 protein bars, maybe more. We could get 9 or so out of them. So we're going to use 5 chopped Oreo cookies. Chuck those in there. This is going to be absolutely delicious, I promise you guys that. Okay, so that's all our dry ingredients together. We've got the protein powder, we've got the oats, we've got the Oreo cookies. Next up, I'm just using some honey here. We've got mixed blossom pure and natural honey. We're going to use that, and we're going to use approximately 3 tablespoons. Make sure, as I did, this crystallized a bit, so I whacked it in the microwave for 30 seconds to make it all soft and runny, alright? So approximately 3 tablespoons of that. You know what, actually I think we should mix the ingredients first. That would be a good start. I'm using a fork because I think forks are better to mix. So we mix all these together. Get that all mixed, it's going to be delicious. Cookies and cream protein powder, oats and Oreo cookies. What more could you ask for? Alright, 3 of these. We'll say that's 1. We'll say that's 2. We'll say that's 3. Delicious. Doesn't matter if you got 4. It's going to be extra tasty. Alright. Next one. I'm just using Kraft Smooth Peanut Butter. Make sure you get smooth. Doesn't matter if it's Kraft. It can be anything. It can be from crushed peanuts at the health store. Doesn't matter. Just make sure it's smooth. Don't go crunchy. Alright. We want approximately 3 tablespoons of that. So we'll say that's 1. So that's 2, or these are large. It's going to be extra peanut butter. It's going to be delicious, guys and girls. Absolutely delicious. You think Quest bars are good? Quest bars ain't got shit on these. Although Quest bars are pretty good. I had s'mores today. S'mores Quest bar was delicious. Alright. So now we've got all those ingredients together. Just scraping the last of the peanut butter off. Put that aside. Put the spoon in the sink. We're going to use our milk. Now I got some light milk here, some light A2 milk, and we're going to use approximately half a cup of milk. Sometimes with this recipe I've got to use more than half a cup. We're going to see how we go. Put it all in together. Now we're going to mix it. Now this is where your hands are going to get dirty, because I don't think a fork cuts it. We're going to see the texture first. We're going to see if we're going to need to add more milk. Now this can be deceiving because it looks quite dry, and it will look quite dry until you keep mixing it together. And when that honey and that peanut butter all gets mixed in together, it's going to soak up that that dusty protein powder. Alright, so it won't look like that in the end. Alright, I'm going to get my hands involved very shortly, because this isn't cutting it. Get all of that goodness off of there. Right. Mix it all together, squish it and scrunch it. Oh yeah. Get those fingers a little bit wet, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Oh, it's like we're baking bread. Or kneading bread, or whatever the bakers call it. Alright, I reckon I'm gonna use a splash. Just a splash of milk. So my hands are all dirty. I'm gonna have to clean the milk container afterwards so I don't get an beaten. Or a splash. That's about 1/4 of a cup. So it's gone from half to 3/4 of a cup of milk. It really depends on your protein powder, guys. Some protein powders have different textures. Now you could go like a I'm using Optimum Nutrition today, which is my preferred protein powder. But you could go other ones. Like for example, I've heard MTS, Mark Loebleiner's MTS Nutrition has an excellent tasting protein powder, especially the cookies and cream. You hear Chris Jones talking about that. Another one that I can think of that might be really good with this recipe is Muscle Farm, just because I don't know if it's got a lot of sugar in it, to be honest, Muscle Farm, but it tastes really sweet. It just tastes sweet. So if you like a sweet protein bar without eating a Mars bar, maybe Muscle Farm would be good for it. As I said, my preferred protein is Optimum Nutrition. Alright, so that's good. I probably didn't need another 1/4 of a cup of milk like I got, but yeah, so just if half's not enough, just use a tiny bit more than half of a cup, alright? So now I'm just going to give my hands a real quick wash. We'll get some nice zoom in focus action on that and of our products while I wash my hands, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what your next step is. Alright guys, your next step is I'm going to grab some baking paper and a baking tray from down here somewhere. There's a good one. I used it last time I made it. Sorry guys, didn't mean to make such a racket. I used this baking tray last time I made these bars. Ooh. There's an Oreo there. It's dangerous. I might eat it. Alright. So this is the baking tray that I'm going to use. You don't have to bake these bars. That's a great thing. We're just going to whack them in the fridge. So I'm going to get enough paper to line that. Just like that. And now I'm just going to get this slab. This sticky slab. Whack it in there. Get the last bits from the bowl. We don't want to miss any of those gains. So I started looking at different protein recipes online for pancakes and all different things, especially protein bars, because I love to buy protein bars, as many people do, but they're just so bloody expensive, especially here in Australia, just because Australia likes to be an expensive place. So I looked online at a lot of different recipes. I've got a few ideas from a few different ones and took all the good bits from different ones and I tested and tried them, and this is the one that I thought was the most delicious, with taking little bits of information from everyone's out there. So you just mush it down like that, and then all you do now guys is you just put that in the fridge. Some people say an hour, some people say 2, I say overnight. Give it at least 6 hours or 8 hours before you chop it up, because you want it to go cold, firm, because it's so sticky, you want it firm. And by placing it in the fridge, or you could even do it in the freezer if you want a much firmer bar. And that's it, just level it out, that's what you really want to do. Level it out, and as you can see, if I quickly grab a knife, that's going to make, I won't cut straight through it, I'll just show you roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 delicious protein bars. We got the 5 Oreo cookies are spread over the 7 bars, so it's not like you're eating a whole Oreo cookie. And if you still want the Oreos in there or another cookie, but less, just don't use 5. Use, I don't know, 4 or 3. and it should still taste bloody good. So that's how we do it, in the fridge overnight. In the morning they'll be nice and firm where you can peel them out or chop them up and peel them out, and they're going to taste delicious. So that's how you do it, guys. That's how you make gold standard way cookies and cream Oreo peanut butter honey bars. Enjoy those, guys. Thank you very much for watching.